What's going on, family? I'm Scrapbook Boxing, the Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuff series. I will continue my conversation with you concerning the complete history of boxing. I'm excited about this conversation. Very excited. I'm very humbled. I met this man twice in my life. Now, I met Ray Robinson and Jimmy Bivens, Archie Moore, Charlie Burley, Ike Williams, Bo Jack. I mean, you name them. If they were around, I met them. Harold Johnson, many of them. But this man here humbled me. I'm smiling from ear to ear, enjoying this conversation with you. Now, Henry Armstrong was trained by Al Savannah. He was managed by Wirt Ross, as well as Eddie Mead and George Moore. Eddie Mead would also manage Chalky Wright and many others. We'll talk more about him as this conversation continues. But Henry Armstrong had 22 total World Welterweight Championship bouts, 19 successful World Championship welterweight title defenses. I want you to sit on that for one moment. He had 3 total undefeated, undisputed World Championship title that he would hold simultaneously. 27 wins, no losses, and 26 knockouts in 1937 alone. 14 wins, 10 knockouts, 59 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 51 knockouts. We'll break that down in one moment. Let's go back to 27 wins, 26 knockouts, 1937. It's a fighter, Mexico. Have a record of 27-0 with 27 knockouts. He would commit suicide. It took him 8 years to accomplish that very impressive record. Henry Armstrong did it in 1 year. The only man he didn't knock out that year in 37 was Aldi Spalding. Featherweight bouts, 107 of them. World champion, October 29th, 1937. He would become that. Second fighter of black descent to win that title in Madison Square Garden. He was the first black American fighter to win the featherweight championship title. Henry Armstrong was amazing. May 31st, 1938, he would win the welterweight championship title from Barney Ross. August 17th, 1938, he would drop down to the lightweight division, and he would take on Lou Ambers. 3 lightweight fights, 73 welterweight fights, 107 featherweight fights. He would defeat Peter Cerrone in New York's Madison Square Garden with 75 wins, 12 losses, 94 bouts. Stopped him in 6 rounds via KO for the New York Sack vacant NBA championship title, October 29th, 1937. He would be the first black featherweight champion of America to win that title. And he won it in Madison Square Garden, only the second black fighter to do it. Hope you're taking notes. He defeated Barney Ross in New York's Madison Square Garden Bowl. No champion has ever successfully defended his title at the Madison Square Garden Bowl. Had a record of 90 wins, 12 losses, 109 bouts. It was a 15-round unanimous decision. It was for the New York Sack and the NBA welterweight championship title. Fought on May 31st, 1938. Let me tell you why that's very special. Because Eddie Mead was the manager for both Henry Armstrong and Barney Ross. Barney Ross already had a contract signed to face Sefrino Garcia. Henry Armstrong faced and defeated Sefrino Garcia as a welterweight. There was a contract agreement of a second world championship title opportunity for either man. So when Sefrino Garcia became the middleweight champion, Eddie Mead was owed the title shot. Barney Ross had already lost and retired from the ring to Henry Armstrong. So Henry Armstrong was owed that debt. And we'll get into that in 1940. Of that scandal robbery of Henry Armstrong. He was defeated by Fizzy Zivic, 15-round decision, New York's Madison Square Garden Bowl, October 4th, 1940. That would be the professional debut of the great Sugar Ray Robinson. And Henry Armstrong was in the ring with Benny Bash, Frankie Click, Mike Belois, Fizzy Zivic, Petey Cerrone, Chalky Wright, Lou Amber, Seferino Garcia, Bo Jack, Sammy Aingot, Sugar Ray Robinson, Tippy Larkin, Juan Zarita, Midget Wargas, Lou Jenkins, Albert Baby Arizmenzi. He would take on Luther Slugger White, Ralph Zanelli, Earl Turner, Davey Day, Aaron Perry, Aldous Spaulding, Willie Joyce, and Earl Turner, Bobby Manuel, Rodolfo Casanova, they called him Baby Casanova, Perfecto Lopez, Davey Abad, Richie Fontaine. Between April 28, 1933 and September 8, 1935, he'd be in the ring with Perfecto Lopez. 7 wins, 2 knockouts, 3 draws, 12 bouts. Between November 3rd, 1934, January 10th, 1939, he'd be in the ring with Albert Baby Arizmenzi. 3 wins, 3 losses, 6 bouts. Fought from featherweight to the welterweight division against Baby Arizmenzi. Between February 26, 1936 and October 20th, 1939, he'd be in the ring with Richie Fontaine. 2 wins, 1 loss, and 3 bouts. Between October 4th, 1940 and October 26, 1942, he'd be in the ring with Fizzy Zivic. 1 win, 2 losses, 3 bouts. Between March 2nd, 1943 and August 21st, 1944, be in the ring with Willie Joyce. 2 wins, 2 losses, 4 bouts combined. Boxing Hall of Fame, 1954. International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990. What more do I need to say about the great Henry Armstrong? I can show you multiple pictures of Henry Armstrong. I will have multiple pictures in my project. Look out for that. I'm Scrapbook Boxing, the Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuff series. All great fights, all great fighters would never be forgotten on my channel. I have number 4. Now you understand why. Thanks for watching. Be well. See you in the next video. Peace.